個古仔咧就係講兩個男仔咧喺度即係踢足球而打爛咗個玻璃。咁The sound of breaking glass. Mom had told us numerous times not to play football in the garden. 咁佢阿媽叫佢唔好玩足球啦。佢一開始就講啦 ，It damaged the plants and our sliding tackles ruined the lawn apparently.Although what's a garden's for？ 咁佢就話即係阿媽唔俾佢玩，跟住就話佢個波咧又整爛佢個草地啦，跟住就 damage the plants， 跟住又整爛咗 ruin 係解即係破壞 destroy 咁嘅意思。跟住就明顯地會整爛佢嗰個草地，咁於是咧唔好咁，但係呢個細路就覺得係即係花園嚟做乜嘢嘅啫？如果唔係用嚟玩嘅話。咁接住佢阿媽咧就話啦，就話 swing ball was really 唔係佢個細路講話 swing ball was really boring after a while，and Sammy was useless at it， 即係話 Sammy 又唔得啦，跟住 swing ball 又好悶，咁佢就唔中意玩嘅。We were too old now for silly swings and climbing frames， 即係話咧佢覺得啲好似啲千秋啊或者嗰啲爬嗰啲架咧都係好悶。And the basketball hoop was only fun for a few minutes of shooting， 即係話咧嗰啲 hoop 即係嗰啲即係投射啲籃球嘅，即係嗰啲咧就係覺得係好悶。咁所以佢最中意玩咧就係足球啦。咁我哋睇下第一條問題啦。佢問你 In the passage, which activities were permitted？ 即係邊啲活動咧係佢阿媽俾佢嘅 were permitted， 當然係by mother， 即係媽咪究竟係俾乜嘢，即係俾佢哋玩乜嘢咧？咁佢有講過 swing ball 係 OK 啦，但係佢唔中意玩啦。football 就一定唔俾噶啦。另外 basketball 都俾啦，但係佢話好悶啊嘛。skipping 冇提及過 ，swings 都有講過，同埋climbing frames， 但係佢冇呢個冇 climbing frames， 所以咧 swings 都係permitted， 但係佢唔中意。第二題啦 ，Where did the brothers play the match？ 咁呢個 where 啦，佢係問緊你究竟喺邊度玩啦。咁其實我一路已經減低咗答案㗎啦。係啦，因為咧佢有講過話，叫佢好多次會佢話 Although what's a garden's for， 即係話花園嚟做乜嘢㗎？咁就係喺個花園度踢足球啦。足球咧係想喺個花園度玩，因為佢話，咁梗係花園嚟做乜嘢啊？如果唔係用嚟踢波、用嚟玩嘅話，咁樣。所以你會答翻咧，就係 The brothers played the match in the garden。好啦，接住第二段啦。So it was on that cold February morning that we were outside recreating the FA Cup final at Wembley, Liverpool versus Manchester United， 即係喺嗰個温布萊個球場嗰度啦，就利物浦對呢一個嘅曼聯啦。I was representing United and happily in the lead by 4 goals to 0， 即係話咧佢係代表曼聯，而佢咧係贏咗佢個應該係細佬啦，就係4-0嘅。0係 means 0。When it happened, I dribbled the ball through the rose bushes.Flicked it around the pond and then sprinted down the lawn for a shot at goal where Sam stood, arms outstretched。咁做乜嘢咧？就係佢咧，即係喺度運球啦，運球，跟住就係穿過個嗰啲嘅rose bushes， 即係嗰啲嘅玫瑰叢啦，跟住就挑起呢個即係個波咧，就圍繞住個水塘啦，然後又衝去嗰個龍門嗰度啦個高。咁而Sam 咧就做呢個守龍門啦，就 arms outstretched， 就喺度手就伸展開，就希望能夠接到個波。As my right foot connected, my left slipped from under me. I end up kicking the ball from right underneath and lift it high into the air. With both feet in the air, my bottom bumped down hard onto the wet lawn. 咁好啦，呢一度咧，你會見到佢咧係點樣咧？咁佢想衝埋去啦，希望能夠可以入多球，入到第5球啦。咁當佢咧即係嗰隻右腳咧，佢咧突然間左腳咧就跣咗。咁於是咧就係踢個波，就即係總之佢踢個波就令到個波咧就上到去天空度，而個波就上咗去天空度，唔係入咗去龍門度，但係佢雙腳啦 喺個天空度，兼且咧佢就即係用個喺個 pat 就蹬咗落去嗰個濕嘅草地嗰度啦。咁於是咧佢真係話佢係跌咗落地下咯。咁而個草地係濕嘅，咁所以佢係污糟晒嘅。It was like watching a film in slow motion. Sam and I stood, mouths agape, as the ball arched into the air, sailed over the fence and smashed into the upstairs window of our neighbor's house. 咁呢一個咧就係發生嗰件事啦，就係好似一個慢動作咁樣，佢哋兩個擘大口啦，跟住見到個波成一個拱形啦 ，arched into the air， 跟住就竟然係過咗個欄杆而整爛咗佢鄰居間屋嘅個窗。What does it refer to in the simile? It was like watching a film in slow motion。即係話咧咩意思咧？呢個好似啲咩叫 simile 咧？即係一個比喻，一個名語，就係話好似睇緊一套慢動作戲咁樣。咁呢個 it 係指乜嘢咧？我哋睇翻轉頭啦。咁呢度見到呢個 it 喺度啦。咁 it 就係指乜嘢咧？就係the ball smashed into the upstairs window of their neighbor's house， 就係呢一件事件啦，就係呢個 accident 啦。咁會睇翻啦，就 it refers to watching the ball smashing into the windows of the neighbor's house， 即係話咧睇住個波整爛咗人哋，即係佢鄰居嗰間屋嘅嗰個玻璃。咁呢一個咧就係嗰個 it 啦 ，it 就係睇住個波呢件事。The sound was terrible, a loud crash, followed by the clinging and tingling of glass shattering and raining down onto the windowsill。咁樣咧就係總之係噼哩啪啦咁樣，總之爛咗好多嘢。佢嘅意思係 Quick, let's hide inside. They will never know it was us。咁Sam 咧即係 Sammy 啦 ，Sam 即係 Sammy， 其實係即係個簡稱 stuttered。咁佢個 brother 就結結巴巴咁講啦，就話哎呀佢哋唔會知係我㗎咁樣。Feeling panicked, you idiot! Of course they will。咁呢一度咧，佢就鬧佢啦。你真係蠢嘅啫。佢話當然佢哋係會知道啦。其實係 they will 乜嘢啊 ？They will know it was us 咯，就係呢一句。I shouted back at him while standing up and wiping the mud off my shorts， 成身都係泥。In my mind, I was running through the possible repercussions of this dreadful deed。咩叫 repercussions 咧？即係有後果啦。呢件非常之糟糕嘅行為嘅後果喺度諗，即刻腦裏邊喺度諗究竟有啲乜嘢後果啦。What does the boy mean when he says you idiot? Of course they will。呢一句説話究竟係咩意思咧？就頭先我都講咗噶啦，就係話咧。其實佢哋係 they will 或者 they know it was them who broke the window。翻呢一句啦，就係 he means 啦，咁 the boy mean 啊嘛，就係 he means 啦 that the neighbours will know， 因為佢話 of course they will 係 will 乜嘢咧？They will know 就係呢度咯。They will know it was them who broke the window。呢一句説話咧係冇直接講出嚟嘅，即係佢哋係知道嘅。咁你會留意到咧，呢度我係用現在式啦，呢個咧都係用 they will 都係用一個將來式啦。但係呢一度咧就會係用過去式嘅噃，因為呢件事咧就係即係佢哋知道頭先佢哋打爛個窗。你呢度唔可以用現在式㗎，即係佢唔係佢日日都打爛窗啊嘛。咁呢件事係發生咗咧，所以呢兩個咧就係 past tense， 而前邊咧就係佢解釋咧，鄰居係將會知道係佢哋打爛咗個窗。好啦，呢度啦 ，Why was the boy dirty？ 頭先我哋都講咗啦，就係話點解佢好污糟咧？因為頭先佢話佢個跌咗落去個 wet lawn 度啊嘛，我哋翻去睇一睇先。With both feet in the air, my bottom bumped down hard onto the wet lawn。lawn 即係草地嘅。咁所以咧就係話 ，this was because his bottom bumped down hard onto the wet lawn when he could not catch the ball。就係話咧，佢接唔到個波嗰陣時咧，就係蹬到落去，就跌咗落去個濕嘅草地嗰度啦。好啦，接住呢個我哋睇埋落去啦。At that moment, a scream erupted from next door。咁都係呢個 scream 呢個尖叫係邊個？好明顯啦，就係佢鄰居啦。It was a sound as awful as the breaking glass, but piercingly high-pitched and fueled by frustration coupled with fury. It was time to face the music. 好啦，呢一度咧，我哋講到呢度先。咁嗰一刻咧就有即係好大聲喺度尖叫啦，鄰居。咁嗰個聲音咧同嗰個即係爆玻璃聲係一樣咁 awful means terrible 咁嘅意思。但係佢因為嗰把聲好尖啊，同埋加咗一啲係同埋係fury， 即係 means 好嬲啊，即係佢哋。咁face the music 咧 means 即係接受呢一個嘅 punishment 啦。Putting my arm around Sammy's shoulders, I marched him inside and tried to reassure him as we went. Don't worry, Sam, this one was my fault. You will just be in trouble for playing football in the garden. 咁呢一個咧就佢就安慰佢嗰個應該係佢細路咧，就講話搭住個膊頭入去啦，咁就話就 reassure， 即係向佢叫佢安心，就係話唔好擔心啦，因為咧係佢錯，係即係的確係佢踢入去嘅。咁佢話你即係阿 Sam 只會係即係曳，係因為只係踢足球啫。咁但係咧 ，he was a sensitive boy, my brother, and tears were already flowing down over his reddened face. 好啦，呢一度咧，你會見到佢咧喺度即係其實唔係佢錯㗎，唔係佢踢入去嘅，但係佢已經流晒眼淚啦，塊面紅晒。He couldn't help it. He was someone who felt things deeply. 咁即係頭先佢都講過話，佢呢個人咧係比較 sensitive 啦，可以睇到係，即係佢係比較 emotional。咁I on the other hand prefer to focus on immediate events and get on with things without delving too deep into them。即係佢個人咧就比較係會係即係睇翻現在嘅情況有咩事將會發生 ，more than 就會係即係好 emotional 咁喊。佢話Mom, I've got something I need to tell you, Mom. I began, but I got no further. At that moment, the front doorbell began ringing. 即係話佢阿媽咧就唔知點解唔喺屋企啦，唔知點解揾唔到佢。咁佢揾到阿媽之前咧，個門鐘已經響起啦。It rang over and over, the rings getting closer together as the inquisitor pressed the bell more and more frantically. 咁咩叫做即係嗰個人，因為其實你打爛咗佢嘅玻璃窗，咁所以佢好嬲，咁於是係咁撳鐘，不停咁撳。咁咩叫 inquisitor 咧？就係嗰個即係詢問者，即係究竟係邊個做嘅呢件事？咁問嗰個人咧就叫 inquisitor。咁 who is most emotional 當然係阿 Sam 咧，因為阿 Sam 塊面紅晒流眼淚啦。咁問你點解喎？咁就係因為咧，我哋睇翻咧，佢話咧就係he was someone who felt things deeply， 即係話咧佢係會好 sensitive， 會能夠即係佢會好 care 嗰啲人嘅感受啊之類。咁我哋睇翻咧就係 Sam is the most emotional. It is because he is a sensitive boy who feels things very deeply。第七題啦 ，What does the inquisitor refer to in paragraph 4？ 咁頭先我哋已經解咗啦，嗰個 inquisitor 咧當然就係嗰個鄰居啦。Inquisitor refers to the neighbor who has come to find out about the smashed window. What happened after the soured relations between our family and the neighbors?And the bad feeling lasts until they moved away the following year。咁即係話咧，究竟即係之後發生咩事咧？佢哋嘅關係當然係變差啦。Soured 咧 means very bad。咁後尾佢哋下一年就搬走咗啦。Not that this mattered much to Sammy or myself. We cared far more about the pocket money that was put towards.The cost of replacing the broken window。咁其實佢又唔係好 care 啲，即係佢同佢啲鄰居嘅關係啦。咁但係佢最 care 就係乜嘢啊？就係話佢原來佢咧阿媽咧要，即係佢父母要將佢哋嘅零用錢咧扣咗去，用嚟去整翻人哋嗰個爛咗嘅窗。And the fact that our parents decided to replace the lawn with paving stones.Signaling the end of our garden football games。咁原來佢父母咧，本來咧就係即係嗰個花園係一啲草地啦，咁而家唔係啦，變咗係一啲嘅鋪咗啲石路啦，即係用啲石去鋪啦，咁於是咧佢哋就唔可以再喺度玩足球啦。第八題啦 ，What were the consequences of the accident？ 咩叫 consequences 咧？即係 results， 即係話因為呢件事、呢件意外而有啲乜嘢嘅後果咧？咁我哋再翻去睇翻。第一咧就係要第一冇咗啲 pocket money 啦。 第二咧就係亦都係個 lawn 變咗做 paving stones 啦。咁最主要就係呢兩樣嘢啦。咁所以咧就係呢兩個就係個結果啦。咁佢唔係好 care 嗰個嘅關係啦。咁我哋睇翻啦，咁嗰個後果係乜嘢咧 ？The consequences of the accident were that the relationship between the neighbor and his family turned sour， 即係變差啦。留意下用 past tense 啊。They had to put their pocket money towards the cost of replacing the window， 呢個係第二樣嘅後果啦。And 第三樣咧係乜嘢咧 ？Their parents replaced the lawn with paving stones。咁呢個亦都係用咗 past tense 嘅。咁你會見到咧就係呢三個嘅後果啦，呢個係。